And we had Cameron Smythe on a little while ago, who's ending his, I don't know, he's ending his term as mayor of the city. And,
yeah, I didn't get to ask him if they were going to give him the seat, like the actual physical seat
that he sits in.
Yeah, that he sits in. Yeah.
Why? It's old and used, and I don't know if I.
Well, exactly, so that they can get new stuff in there.
Yeah, right. I know, right? They get wait till we get rid of my seat. But this city is a great place to. I always say it's a great place to work, live, and play. And one of the reasons I say that is because it's a lot of community involvement. People here will get engaged, they'll get involved. And I always push, we talk a lot about doing business local. We have our Restaurant Row and shop KHTS.com where we're pushing local businesses because they give back to the community. You see them all around the place. You know that they're involved and they're engaged. And, you know, what we don't tout enough, frankly and honestly, is some of our dealerships that get involved here. I've got Shawn with me from Mercedes. He's the general manager over there. Shawn, it's a pleasure to have you in studio with me.
Joe, absolute pleasure. Mr. Benji, thank you so much for having me online. And,
Hey, welcome.
You know, looking forward to making Valencia great again.
Yeah, I like that. Well,
That's the slogan.
I'm going to steal that one.
That's the slogan.
So what we need to do here, I want to set the stage for you. Tell us a little bit about the dealership and about you're new to the area. What your plans are? I mean,
So actually, I'm not new to the area. You know, I'm very familiar with the area. I went to high school out here in Canyon High, way back when. Let's not get into when. I don't want to age myself that much. But
did we have electricity?
yeah, you know, briefly, we had to turn the dial to make it happen. So
Get the hamsters running.
one of those. So you know, Valencia High opened up, and you know where I was basically living at the time, that happened to be Valencia's district. So I went to Valencia for a little bit. So I'm very familiar with the community. A lot of my friends, my childhood friends that I grew up with, who in fact we just had a huge, you know, we have an annual Christmas dinner. It's about 30 of us. We grew up together, and we're still friends. So it's
That's
pretty
cool.
pretty awesome. So I'm very familiar with the community and excited to be back here and see what we can do to kind of make this town, you know, as great as it's supposed to be.
And Mercedes has been, and I would imagine in talking with you before you came on here, you'll continue to be very, very involved in the community, and you realize the importance of being so.
Actually, that is one of the specific reasons why I chose, you know, I was part of another auto group based out of Los Angeles. And then, you know, Mr. Watara, who's a big contributor to the community, the owner of Trophy Auto Group, you know, him and I had a conversation, and literally I looked at the city in and of itself, and that was one of the biggest reasons I decided to come over here, because of the positive impact that, you know, the dealership association as and as a whole, and the dealership can positively impact the community and how close knit this community is. Look, I've resided in Los Angeles. I have a place in San Diego, so I'm a SoCal guy. You know, I've been here pretty much my whole life. But Santa Clarita is very unique in the sense that there isn't a community that I've come across that's as tight knit, as involved, as about the family, because we're one big family. That's what we are. We're one big home, one big family. You know, I just haven't seen that kind of mindset anywhere else. So I'm really glad to be here exactly for that reason.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. When things happen, people step up, and it doesn't matter. I mean, we kind of have a rivalry with Canyon Country versus Valencia versus Saugus, and it's a friendly thing even among the schools. But when somebody's hurting,
you know, people care.
Yeah.
Over here, people genuinely care. Listen, I had the pleasure of meeting Carl, obviously the owner of the station, you know, the owner of the Signal, Richard, and obviously just in general, people genuinely care about this city, about the people within the city. And that's something that, at least, again, coming from a guy who's you know, resided pretty much all throughout SoCal, you don't get that. You don't get that anywhere else. That's why this is such a I don't want to use the word opportunity. It's such a pleasure, actually, to kind of be here and work within the community because, like I said, we're one big house.
Yeah.
You know, the Auto Association is about 25% tax revenue generator for the city of Santa Clarita. Yeah. Similarly, you know, we keep the money in the house. We keep our funds in the house. So the city of Santa Clarita shops with us. We, in turn, benefit the city of Santa Clarita. And that's one big circle, right? Why let revenues from within our house go elsewhere? Why go shopping for an auto elsewhere?
Yeah. keep the money here.
Keep the money here.
And you guys have proven over and over and over again that you do give back to the community. I've seen it over the years that I've been involved. And the big deal for years and years was over at the Boys and Girls Club, where you fed hundreds of families on the day before Thanksgiving, actually. And a lot of people left with a basket. I know I'm old time. What can I tell you? A basket of food for the next day, where they could actually take food home, recook food, people and families that were hurting. And that's what makes this community so great, is companies like yours, people like you that come in and really want to make change and difference. All right, so let's go down the Mercedes Road here.
Sure.
Right? EV is some areas it's growing. In California, it's growing a little bit. And Mercedes has probably got a whole new line or a whole new mindset as to where they're going to go with, EV, maybe some hybrids. I don't know. I'm looking at you. You're the expert. Where do you see Mercedes going in the next 3 to 5 years?
Well, listen, you have a huge demographic that the EV it's an up-and-coming technology, and it's actually a great technology. A lot of people are a little kind of afraid and intimidated by the unknown, and until you've explored it, until you've experienced it, you're going to have that kind of apprehension to want to adapt. But and I had that same apprehension up until about a couple months ago, until I drove one of those cars. Man, let me tell you, it's an amazing drive, especially Mercedes. Listen, I can't really talk about. And I'm not being, impartial here, but I mean, like the EQs are electronic products. They're excellent in terms of the quality of the ride, in terms of technology that you get, whether it be safety or just overall technology. Mercedes is at the forefront of safety. They patent, some of the, most safety patents for the auto industry in general. Mercedes is at the forefront of all that. So you just have to experience it, but it's one of a kind vehicle, all in all.
Oh, yeah. Mercedes has always been one of those vehicles you look to when you think about luxury in a well-made vehicle.
It's the hallmark.
But I tell you, I could make that statement in truth. Maybe we could, Menji, he could drop off a car.
I get you one for free.
Like
Yeah,
6
is
months,
that what the discussion was?
Just
Yeah.
months. We could drive it
absolutely.
around. I know
Absolutely.
we could
trial and
we can
Absolutely.
speak to it.
Let me tell you, once you go Mercedes, you don't go back.
So. I say that just, but I mean sincerely, it is. I know it's a well-made car. I've got family members that own them. But I'm sure this isn't going to the last time we're going to see you. You'll be in
I
here.
hope not.
Yeah, you'll be in here more often.
I'm here to stay. I'm here to make a very positive impact on the city. I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, the people have been very hospitable, and I want to share that same exact thing. And, I want it to be known that if you are looking for a Mercedes or for any auto for that matter, again, let's keep our money in our own house.
Right.
Let's not go over the hill, give them our hard-earned dollars, and then expect for them to make a positive contribution into our home, because that won't happen.
It's not gonna happen.
You gotta build from within. Yeah. So whether you're buying at my dealership, which I hope you do, because we are the best, go to the other dealerships in the auto mall. I mean, I have a lot of great friends that run a lot of these stores, and we're here for the community. My dealership in here is especially for the community. Right. So if someone is not taking care of my customer, I take that very personally. My name is Shawn. I'm the general manager. I'm available all the time. Very open door policy, whether it be for my customers or my coworkers, right? So that's kind of the culture and the mindset that we're trying to promote and facilitate.
And it's the attitude to have. It really is. I mean, you go into some of these dealerships and you feel like you're more of an irritant than you are, an asset for them. You're coming in to get your car fixed, and some of them belittle you, make you feel bad. But I have heard really good things about Mercedes service. So
we are here for the community. Yeah. We're here to make Valencia great again, Joe. I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah.
So
that's what we're doing.
Just tuning in, we've been talking to Shawn Khan, the general manager over at the Mercedes-Benz of Valencia, who is a proud sponsor of the William Hart baseball field as well.
Baseball.
So just putting that out there as well.
No, that's great.
How they give back to the community.
Yeah. People don't realize, it takes money and community involvement to make cities like this
and
great.
I want the community to give back.
Yeah.
It's two-way. We help each other. We're a family.
I agree. I don't care whether it's a restaurant or a car dealer. That's how it works. You support the locals, and then they'll support you.
I take personal offense to seeing any car, especially a Mercedes, within this neighborhood that has plates from anywhere other than Valencia.
I totally agree with you.
That should never happen. That's like me contributing to the Los Angeles baseball team instead of Saugus. That's not a good thing. It would never happen.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm over Saugus. I think you should split that a little bit.
Overall, Santa Clarita.
No, I got it. Hey, listen, it was great having you here today. I'm
Absolutely,
glad I
gentlemen.
could meet you, and we'll have you back again, I'm sure. and we'll talk about some of the great things you're doing in the community. Anything you got going on, let us know. I'm more than happy to push it.
Actually, great deals going on. $2,000 customer appreciation from now till the end of the year, exclusively for the residents of Santa Clarita.
Oh,
So $2,000 off any new and used car. Okay, till the end of the year, at Mercedes-Benz of Valencia, exclusively for the residents of Santa Clarita.
Wow.
Because we're making Valencia great again.
You heard that. You guys that are stuck in traffic right now, wishing you had a newer car, this is where to go.
Mercedes of Valencia.
All right, Shawn, thank you so much for being
Joe,
with us.
Menji, thank you, gentlemen. It was a pleasure.
thank